Shalom Mishpachim, welcome to His Narrow Bridge. Our time together today is meant to immerse ourselves in the Word of Yahweh. It is meant to be a personal time of connection to the Word for each of us. I will read each word as translated in English in an interlinear Hebrew Bible. These shows are pre-recorded, so I will be in chat when they air. Feel free to use the chat to post anything that comes to your mind as we read the word. We will begin with prayer, followed by time for each of us to say our own personal prayers. Our beloved friend Alan Horvath taught us, make Elohim number one on a list of one. We pray in the name of Elohim, which includes Yahweh, Yeshua, and the Ruach HaKodesh. Thank you, Elohim, for our lives and all you provide. We ask for a hedge of protection around our mishpacha as we pray and study. We love you dearly. We are your children. We come to you with questions as we seek our personal relationships with you. Please help us learn. If any darkness enters our time together, we ask you now to rebuke it. We will now listen to your word as we immerse ourselves in it and let it speak to us.
Luke chapter 14. And it happened that when he entered into the house of one of the rulers of the Pharisees to eat bread on the day of the Shabbat, they were watching him. And behold, a certain man who had dropsy was there before him. Yeshua answered and said to the scribes and to the Pharisees, is it lawful to heal on the Shabbat? And they kept silent. And he took him and healed him and let him go. And he said to them, who among you, if his son or his ox falls into a well on the day of the Shabbat, and does not immediately pull and bring him up? And they were not able to give him an answer concerning this. And he was speaking a parable to them who were invited there, because he was seeking those who were choosing places among the front seats. When you are invited by a man to a banquet house, do not go and seat yourself in the front seat, or else there should be invited a man more honorable than you. And he will come who called both of you, and will say to you, give place to this man. And you will be ashamed as you get up and take you to a lesser place. Rather, when you are invited, go seat yourself in the back, that when he comes, he that called you will say to you, my friend, move yourself up and seat yourself higher, and you will have glory in front of all who sit with you. For anyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and anyone who humbles himself will be exalted. And he also said to him, who called for him, when you make a banquet or a dinner, do not call your friends or even your brothers or kinsmen, nor your rich neighbors, or else even they call for you, and you have this recompense. Rather, when you make a reception, call on the poor, the maimed, the lame, and the blind, and you will be blessed, because they have nothing to repay you. For your repayment will be in the resurrection of the righteous. And when one of them who were seated heard these things, he said to him, blessed is he who will eat bread in the kingdom of Elohim. Yeshua said to him, a certain man made a great supper, and he called on many. And he sent his servant at the time of the supper to tell those who were called, "Behold, everything is prepared for you. Come." And from the first all began to excuse themselves. The first said to him, "I have bought a field, and I need to go out and see it. I beseech you, allow me to be excused." Another said, "I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I am going to examine them. I beseech you, allow me to be excused." And another said, "I have taken a wife, and because of this I am not able to come." And that servant came and told his master these things. Then the master of the house was angry and said to his servant, "Go out quickly into the marketplaces and the streets of the city, and bring here the poor and the afflicted and the maimed and the blind." And the servant said, "It is as you commanded, and yet there is room." And the master said to his servant, "Go out into the streets and among the hedges, and urge them that they enter, so that my house may be full. For I say to you that not one of those men who were called will taste of my supper." And while going, large crowds were with him. He turned and said to them, "He who comes to me and does not hate his father and his mother and his brothers and his sisters and his wife and his children and even himself is not able to be a disciple to me. And he who does not take up his stake and comes after me is not able to be a disciple to me. For who among you desires to build a tower and does not first sit down and think about its cost if he has enough to complete it? Or else, when he lays the foundation and is not able to finish it, all who will see it will be mocking him. And they will say that this man began to build and was not able to finish it. Or which king who goes to war to fight with a neighboring king does not first think whether he is able with 10,000 to meet him who comes with 20,000 against him? And if while he is far away from him, does he not send envoys and beseech for peace? Thus every one of you who does not leave all his possessions is not able to be a disciple to me. Salt is good, but if even the salt becomes bland, with what will it be seasoned? It is fit for neither the ground nor for the dunghill. They throw it outside. He who has ears to hear, let him hear."
Here's Marion. Okay, she's looking at me patronizingly. Kiss Marion? Sorry, honey, but you just aren't charming enough. Look, Marion. Kissy, kissy. Pay Marion? Impossible. She don't want the penny. Okay. All right, but what do I have to do? I have to steal her awning. It's green, and I need a green suit. So let's go back to the tailor. Okay. Oh, honey, now let's go make beautiful music together. And that's how you make beautiful music. As I'm getting married in the morning.
Ding dong the bell. Come on, guys, let's go get married. Nope. Marion, will you sign a prenup? Okay, Friar. Look, Friar. Cash only. Okay, marry Marion. Ding, ding, da, ding, 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 ding. We get a telescope. How nice. And where did he go? He took our money and ran. Okay, inventory. I have made Marion. Should I drop her? No, not now. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I got my scope. Now I got to go back to the catapult. South. South. Here we are. This is our honeymoon. Insert scope. Ugh. Oh, I'm married. I can't think anymore. Okay. Insert. Can't type anymore. Okay, it's attached to the catapult. Let's see where it's pointing. A rocky plain with a stump of a tree. I don't think we want to go there. Turn crank. Click. Look. Scope. An open window in the castle tower. Okay. And finally, push button. Here we go, honey, on our honeymoon. You land in the honeymoon suite. Congratulations, you win the game. There are no exits. I love that. Okay, let's say no and keep on adventuring. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to call that BBS.
Just listen to this clip, which is straight from Microsoft, so you will hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
We are on a mission to create a true AI companion. And to me, an AI companion is one that can hear what you hear, and see what you see, and live life essentially alongside you. Your AI companion will be able to remember everything that you've talked about session to session, understand the content of the web pages that you browse, and be able to talk to you just like I'm talking to you now. So it's going to have this seamless, fluid, very, very smooth conversational interaction.
So rather than just blurt out new little features in Windows like the spyware built into Windows Recall with the AI doing regular screenshots and keylogging, I told you what the real purpose is. Now you will see what this is going to do. Maybe it's not clearly apparent to you yet, but let me just explain it in simple terms. You will outsource your mind to the AI of your device, and your AI will begin to manipulate you and put things in your mind.
more information about these videos, look at the video description and click more. You can then have links to my YouTube channel and the YouTube playlist, which has all the Aramaic English New Testament videos, Bible Hub links, and Odiote. So this is useful because you can click a chapter and go word by word through the scriptures and get details about each word and where they are used throughout the Bible.